and he shouldn't be a dick anymore and fucking attack my kids.
Do I attack John's kids? Is that a thing I do?
We're all getting sick of it, Carl. Leave the kids alone.
He's baiting me. He wants me to go after his kids. That's the only reason why you say things like this.
It's
John wants everyone to go after his kids.
Yeah. It's more of a roundup about other people that shit on his kids. It's just like, well,
no one's talking about his kids.
No, nobody cares about John's kids.
Nobody cares about. I think his family's lovely. I think John's a shithead.
Yeah.
His family's fine. I'm leaving his family out of this. I'm not going to take the bait. This is what John's trying to do. He wants to be the victim so bad. So he's like, well, Carl keeps talking about my kids. If he says it enough times, I'll be like, yeah, your kids.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get me to talk about his kids so that he can then be the victim and go, oh, woe is me. Carl's talking about my kids. He's the one who keeps bringing up his fucking kids over and over and over again. All we do is goof on what a shitty product he has, what a terrible podcast, what a terrible broadcaster he is, how unfunny he is, how unwitty he is. I got a bunch of examples coming up. And he goes, they're talking about my kids. We're not. We're talking about you, John. John Melendez.
We're complimenting them. They're smart because they've left you behind.
Yes, right. They've
succeeded in spite of this.
Yeah. They 86 John, and they have a new family now, and they're doing very well. So this whole thing where it's like, oh, it's about my family. It's not about your family. Okay? And then John goes, well, Carl should at least admit that I got duped, and I should be mad about that. Like, no.
Okay.
That's not a thing that I care about. You getting duped thinking that I posted your book.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to keep up with you being duped.
There's so many better things.
Correct. So this is insane because after all of this, we just saw all the theatrics, all the acting. He's so upset. He's still mad. There's all this going on. Turns out he's over it.
Well, no. I'm past the MP3 part of it all. I've been past that since it's been taken down.
What?
My biggest issue is that you said to me, that's the reason why he's so pissed at me. And also, he said it too. And I said, well, that's because but there's obviously, let's just say at the very least, a misunderstanding. So at the very least,
yes,
I should be then given the benefit of the doubt, and this motherfucker should stop the fucking onslaught on me every fucking second of the way.
I don't even know what he's arguing anymore.
What did you do to this guy? He sounds like a jilted lover.
Dude, what is he talking about? He's over us posting his book, supposedly, which we didn't do. But he's over it.
He's over it.
Okay, since when?
I don't know.
You've been bitching about it ever since you thought it happened.
That's not being over it.
So now he's saying he doesn't want me to goof on him anymore.
Okay.
He's like, well, he should stop goofing on me. He's told me he doesn't care many times. Yes. He's brought it up many times. He doesn't care.
Publicly,
you can goof on me. I can take it. And then he's like, I'm going to put music in the bed. You guys can't make fun of me. Stop making fun of me.
Putting on a goof-proof shield.
I don't know. I don't even know what he wants people to do anymore. He wants to be part of the Dabbleverse and embrace it. He wants us talking about him. He's the GOAT. This is how he makes his money now. But he doesn't want me making fun of him. So what am I supposed to do? He doesn't like me. We can't join forces.
In the meantime, I say we just make fun of him. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, let's do that until he gives us more clear direction. Yes. That's one of John's things. Who's allowed to be friends with who? Mm-hmm. If you're friends with me, you can't be friends with so-and-so. And if so-and-so does that, then you got to do this. This is how children think, that they're allowed to... Well, actually, it's how narcissists think. That you can manipulate other people's relationships with other people. That is not under your control at all, sir. You are in control of you. A narcissist thinks that they can dictate to other people how to behave and who to be friends with. All right. So John's been sending a lot of text messages to Vinny. Watch Vinny's face. It says it all in this clip.
I couldn't the other night because I was working. I was at the club and we were getting ready.
How many texts did I send you, Vinny, and you didn't respond to one of them?
You are correct. I didn't. And also on Sunday,
that's being a little bitch.
This is the same face I make at John. We're just like, oh, I sent you all these texts. You couldn't even call me back. You're being a bitch. No, you're being the bitch, John.
Yeah.
You understand that? If you text someone multiple times and they don't text you back, leave it alone.
Yeah. She's just not that into you, John.
Right. Okay. So now this is where John tries to convince Vinny to not be friends with me anymore.
By the way, Carl is not funny, so I don't know. That guy can't write a joke to save his life.
You know what he has to do now? You know what his next consequence is, John? He got another consequence last week. He has to do a stand-up act in front of people that Cardiff and I write for him. So if you want to submit some notes.
No. You should have him write it.
We want people to enjoy it, John. We want people to have fun.
No, let him bomb at his own. He don't know how to write a joke. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to go to Jackie's joke book and just fucking try and reword those horrible jokes.
Well, I think Cardiff is really excited about writing his set for him, so I'm not going to take that away from the potato. Cardiff's devious.
I like Cardiff too, and so March 10th.
Yeah.
But Vinny, we're cool, man.
John, we were cool. I needed a break from all this shit, and if that offended you that I didn't respond back right away, that was not the best move on my part. I'll admit that. I'm man enough to admit that. I'm glad that we're cool.
Yeah, we are cool, but I'm telling you, you know what? Fucking, get rid of the dead weight. Lose this fucking prick. I'll do the creep off with you.
John, you wouldn't know where to start doing the creep off with me.
Yes, I
You would go crazy trying to do the creep off with me. I will be glad to do an episode of the creep off with you anytime you want.
I'll bring some clips. I got clips. I got gear.
Even Vinny's laughing at the fact that so John's trying to replace me on Vinny's show right now.
The guy who thought he was going to get Artie Lang's chair.
No, he's trying to take over my job on the creep.
I mean, no offense to you or Vinny, but
I know he's insane.